of children and infants.
What's interesting here is what's interesting here, just real quick.
So you just
what's interesting here is you came up and asked a question about the law specifically. And then I showed you the Texas law in question.
And it just let me finish. I've got to now make sure I know. And that's Texas law. That's not Tennessee law. Every state has their own
laws. If we keep
laws.
talking over each other, we're never going to get anywhere. Okay? You asked a question about the law. I brought up the law that literally allows you to get an abortion if a woman's life is in danger.
Right.
So that's not our life law.
When was that law written?
2022.
Why did that law have to be written? Prior to that, you could do it without the law.
No, that's when we made abortion legal in Texas after Roe v. Wade. Right. That's why. So our pro-life law that ended abortion.
Prior to that, it was not the physicians didn't have to worry as much about the law.
Abortion was illegal. That's the reason.
Right, and it made it easier, simpler.
Of course, if you kill human beings, you never have to deal with the circumstances where.
Not all. I'm an emergency physician who had to pull teeth to get people sometimes to come into the emergency room and take care of patients, especially out in smaller ERs and emergency rooms. And if you make it even harder, these obstetricians are even less likely.
But it's not harder. It's it's harder if you just say, let's kill all the innocent human beings. Then we don't have to deal with exceptions where medical women would die.
Obstetricians aren't coming to the hospital to kill. They're coming.
What is abortion? Is abortion a human being?
Just like I've said, it depends.
Here's the question. Is abortion a human being?
Is it abortion? Abortion is a procedure.
Of course. Is abortion kill an innocent human being?
At a certain stage, it is.
Oh, no, it's from, what is the unborn child from the moment of conception?
You're a science person. What in the first few months is in the womb?
What is in the womb? A human being in its early stage of development?
You're a cluster of cells. With a brain and functioning.
What you're saying right now isn't even...
Well, no, is the brain what makes us human?
Is not even remotely scientific, brother.
Is our brain what makes us human?
The whole thing makes us human.
But at what point does human life begin?
Probably that should be debated and put into law, but a lot of experts would say when there's a heartbeat, but when there's a brain function.
So you're a doctor.
Scientifically,
when does human life begin? When is there a biologically distinct human being?
I personally believe
it's not what I personally believe. I don't care what you personally believe. You shouldn't care about what I personally believe.
All right.
Of course there is. Every single medical test, every embryology textbook, all says the same thing. The process of human development begins when? You're a doctor, and you don't know that?
Yeah, many times it fails. Many times
what fails?
All
of every
single cells doesn't take and doesn't grow.
And a lot of children miscarry.
Is there a difference between cells and a fetus?
And toddlers die too, right? Does that mean they weren't human?
No.
You're saying human beings die, therefore they weren't human. I'm saying, when does the process of human development begin according to every single biologically textbook that has ever been written? You know this, you're a physician. And if you don't, this is very scary. When does the process of human development begin? When did you begin?
The process begins. A cell and another cell form to form a unique DNA and start multiplying cells.
Yes, exactly.
When does it end?
When is it a biologically distinct human being? When does that become
a sperm cell a being?
No, it's not.
Well,
sperm
is my kidney a being?
No, it's not, because it's not a whole human being.
Right. Well,
but from the moment of conception,
you just said it. At the moment of conception, it is not a whole human being.
I didn't say that.
Do you know?
I didn't say that.
You said that about sperm.
I said a kidney is not a whole human being.
A cluster of cells.
From the moment of conception, the child in the womb.
Potential to become a fetus.
It's not potential. No, it has its own distinct DNA.
Many of them do not. Many impregnated early. I forget my embryology.
So it's a human being if you want it to be. So a woman is pregnant with a child if she wants it to be a child, and she has a wonderful baby shower, and they say, "Oh wow, we're having a boy."
Well,
but if she doesn't want it to have it,
but you mentioned that a cluster of cells has the potential to become a fetus. The more scientific term, an embryo, has the potential to become a fetus. A fetus has the potential to become a newborn. A newborn has the potential to become a toddler. All of that is potential. I have the potential to turn 30 tomorrow.
Yeah.
Unless someone kills me.
It
and then I
just-
don't turn 30.
It
No,
just
but I'm
never.
not saying you're not a human before
I know,
that.
but
I'm saying a cluster of
our
cells is
potential-
not a human being.
A cluster of cells is not a scientific term.
Not exactly.
You're a cluster of cells. I'm a cluster of cells.
I can look up.
So
I
it's
can
a
look at the
cluster
term,
of
I'm sorry.
cells. When
no,
you
I know. There's a more scientific term, which was the
zygote.
embryo. Well, a zygote is
zygote.
in the first couple of days.
Yeah.
An embryo is what you're probably referring to.
You're even wanting to prevent. You want to prevent medicine.
want to prevent the termination of
I
innocent
want
human
equal
beings.
protection under the law and equal justice. I want the law to recognize the biblical and scientific truth that life begins at conception and begins to develop, doesn't end until you're in your
So you're basing this on biblical beliefs
and
No.
scientific
On
truth.
the Old Testament.
Truth and
You,
general.
you follow everything in the Old Testament.
It's not
Everything
just.
written, all the laws written in the Old Testament, you believe
Here-
should be carried out.
Except for the ones that were replaced. You have ceremonial law, you have moral law. I follow the moral law of the Old Testament, which is what Jesus followed and preached. So,
But it's
were you
sim- it's
gonna
as
say
simple as
something
this,
about
though, real
sackcloth
quick.
and denim.
I don't get into it, but there's a lot. I know enough.
But
about
we
the
don't even
Bible
have
that
to
there's
go
a
down
lot
there,
that
brother.
Most Christians
Sure.
debate over, don't follow.
We don't
It's
even have to
old
go down
Jewish
there, brother.
teaching.
Because you already believe that we shouldn't kill humans. Now the question is why
But
do you
what's
why
weird
do
is
you not
guys
extend that
support
to all
a
humans?
System, a government that wants to get rid of
No, we
abortion,
just don't wanna
but
kill
you don't
human
want them
beings.
to take care of the sick and the poor and the.
Why are you saying
what
that?
about what we
I'm a
said,
foster
said there?
parent.
Because
Are you
I have
assuming what we are? Like,
uh,
do you assume that I follow Donald Trump?
Yeah,
I don't.
you don't at all.
No.
you would not. You did not.
I
vote
do not
for
vote.
him.
Nope.
Didn't vote for him. Did you?
But
vote
like
for him?
why would
Yeah,
you
I did.
assume
Did you
that?
vote for him?
What difference does that make?
Because it is ruining our country. That's why it makes. It's
what's-
because our
sir,
country is in dire.
Sir, what's
Distress
ruining our
from
country
not
is the
only
fact
this,
that we're
but from multiple
murdering a million
things.
babies a year.
Huh?
What's ruining our country is the fact that we treat a million little human beings as if they were trash and crap to be flushed down American toilets. That's what's ruining our country.
The real-
brother. And in this perspective that I suddenly am all about the science, except for when the science clearly shows me that it's a human being, is just arbitrary and it's nonsensical and it's leading to the moral degradation of
and
America.
I sat with a person like you who is an attorney, a Christian
That loves
involved in
human
his
beings
church,
and wants
this
equality
was in
across the board.
2015, and I said, "You're really?" He was supporting Donald Trump. He said, "You're really going to support Donald Trump?" And he even said, "Yes, I understand he's a criminal, he's a crook, he's not a good man, but
Mm-hmm.
I'm voting for him because he's going to get rid of abortion." So that is why our nation should have a leader like now, because you guys are able to get your
Because we
wishes
want
with-
all human beings to have equal
and
value.
nothing else in this country matters,
want
and
equality.
in this world matters.
Wow.
Not
We're
nothing.
talking
But
about-
if
Nothing
you
matters
were-
compared to murdered millions
There are
of
so many
children,
things
70
Christians
million
should be
human
involved
beings.
with in helping this world, and just
Then
standing on the street
just defending human
opposing-
beings from not being murdered.
Why aren't you in the street defending the people that are being
Today,
arrested?
today I'm defending these human beings.
There are people being arrested.
Why aren't you
There was a
defending
man
these human
shot
beings?
by
Why aren't you
ICE
defending these human beings?
because of this current system.
And there's 1 million.
I would defend this, but I know that.
What are you talking about? You're defending it right now.
All right,
What?
guys. I think this is not the environment for this.
Oh,
We're in
well, we have a
public-
freedom of speech, man, and First
we're in the
Amendment
pu-
rights.
but we're
So
screaming in the public square.
no,
right?
we're not. That's covered in the First Amendment, even if I was.
This is not a place for this argument.
Of course it is.
I gotta
This
go
is the
anyway,
exact
I'm
place
sorry.
for this.
Yeah, you're
Where else
good.
would this be? Or would a
You're
place be
good.
this?
We
Have a
appreciate
good
the
one, man.
discussion.
Appreciate the
God
conversation.
bless.
Like,
It's called the First Amendment, man. We have a right to
Yeah, absolutely.
disagree, and
Yeah.
where else to disagree but the public square?
Like if I wanted to go out and just be really loud and obnoxious anywhere, I have that right.
We're not
you're
being
right.
loud or obnoxious
Oh,
at all.
okay, that wasn't loud.
No,
Gotcha,
no.
Gotcha.
He was yelling at our face, and we were defending our position,
Gotcha,
man. There's
yeah,
nothing
yeah,
wrong
yeah.
with that.
He was the one that was yelling.
Yeah, so he did it too, so that's
No,
why.
not two.
Gotcha.
He was the one who was yelling.
Oh, okay, so I'm just mishearing things then.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you are
Difference between
probably.
yelling in a raised voice.
Right, yeah, absolutely.
Especially if someone's
You-
yelling at you and you want to have them hear, you
so
raise your
like,
voice a little
if
bit.
somebody disagrees, then that's yelling. But if you do it
No.
the same volume,
No, we actually
I
had
got it, I
multiple
got it.
people who
I
disagree,
got it.
and they were peaceful. And
Thanks
they
for
did
your
not
help,
yell.
man. You've been really helpful. Thank
You're
you.
totally right. I just don't want arguments in the public space.
Well,
Nobody's
that's not
coming-
you're,
people
you're
are
not
coming
the
here
you're
from
not the
farmers
enforcement
market.
police around here, man. You-
Right over here
you-
is a.
No,
People
yeah,
are coming
sure.
here.
Have them
People are
come talk
coming
to us.
here.
They're going to tell us the
People are
same. We have a
coming
right
here
to be
a
here.
Farmers.
We have a right to exchange
coming-
ideas in the public square because that's what our founding fathers fought and died in blood for us to be able to do.
Stephen, that's what my-